Khaled Carr from Recording Studios. And today we're in Recording Studios headquarters once again with one of the bands that are going to be playing at our event on the 16th of June. They are...
Hi, I'm Clint from Savage Lucy.
Hi, I'm Austin from Savage Lucy.
Hi, I'm Stephen from Savage Lucy.
Right, so all online ticket buyers stand a chance to win a 2-hour tattoo session at the Black Lodge. What would you do if you won that prize?
That would be epic. I've already got one from the Black Lodge, which is pretty cool.
That's nice. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good piece of work there. So definitely,
Go there.
Yeah, but if I wanted, I would tattoo M and M on each butt cheek to spell mom.
I think when it comes to tattoos, I think Steve and I are the ones that really have a lot more paper than we do have ink.
Yeah.
So I think we could find some gaps. I think Clint, on the other hand,
Yeah, he's running out of space.
yeah, no, he's getting the money. Just wouldn't be hard to sit down for 2 hours and just get more ink from people that are great at giving ink.
Life would be too hard not to do that.
Exactly.
Okay, so our aim with the money raised is to help a child experience the magic of music for the first time. Can you remember a time in your life when music touched you so profoundly that it changed your life?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think for me personally, as a kid, many kind of hard times in life where you don't have a great understanding of what's going on, music is a way of kind of getting involved in your own thoughts and sometimes expressing those thoughts without having to say anything. And maybe that leads to us being an instrumental band where music itself can just help you feel better about your own thoughts without having to actually do anything. It's a very fulfilling, almost lazy way of sorting your internal stuff out, I guess.
Talking about no lyrics, how do you come up with your song titles?
Ooh.
Hey, Stevie. How do we come up with our song titles, Steve? Yeah, Steve. I think some of the song titles we have will obviously represent something that we've gone through or something that we've seen or something that we kind of want to say. Like Pale Factor. Pale Factor is about a friend of ours that, he went through a phase where every single time he drank too much, he would go pale and sit, curl that ball in the corner. And it was just like a homage to him. With some new songs that we're working on, the one is El Vida Zen, which is a way of saying kind of goodbye. That's also to do with people in our lives. I think a lot of it comes from experiences with people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the music itself was composed for that ideal. It's just a way of kind of branding a feeling it gives to something that helps people understand. Because to us, we could call them 1, 2, 3. It wouldn't make much of a difference, really. It's kind of, as Stephen said in our interview on the last album, like, it's designed for you to put your feeling on it. You're meant to feel your thing. So by naming it, that's also kind of being counterproductive. So it's not that meaningful, but it can be.
We do have lyrics in our album, okay?
Alright.
Yeah. The last song.
Yeah.
The chick just goes, ooh.
It was a girl, not you guys.
But for real. But at the end, if one of the songs there is some lyrics, because technically you can write down what she said.
We just don't know what it is. Yeah. If you figure it out, we'll buy
Tell
you
us.
a beer.
Tell us.
Okay, so you mentioned the new album. That was going to be our next question. Tell us about this new album you're working on.
Obviously, we feel that it's been a long time since we released our last album. One of the main factors of that is, as a band in SA, producing albums costs a lot of money. And for a genre that we're in, there is space for it here. There's definitely space for it. But for us to achieve the type of savings that we need to produce a quality album is a reasonable challenge. But if you look at the actual cost of an album, even as an independent band in South Africa, if you want a really good product, you're looking probably at around 25 to 30,000 rand. I think that is the challenge in making an album, is it costs a lot. So what we're trying to do is just come up with new music that we feel inspired by, and maybe we'll tackle it in a bit of a different way. I mean, our songs are long, they're 6 to 9 minutes long, so we've got to start thinking, okay, do you put 30 grand into a whole full-length album, or do you just make sure that you're putting out consistent product? And what is more beneficial to you to get your name out there so that you can do the overseas thing, you can start taking it to a different level? And the way that that proves to work for most bands is to make more material. And then to make more material, you need to make more money. And then to make more money, you need to make more material. So sometimes getting that whole conundrum right is not very easy. And I think it's also trying to get enough time together in a week where we're all working hard to actually just sit down and say, okay, now we're going to be creative. And make sure that you're also balancing your creative and a way of making sure that you're making other people happy. Because at the end of the day, whether music is selfish or not, you're kind of making it for an audience. So it's about placing it in a way that if you put all that money and all that effort in, that it's actually going to come back and reward you with at least opportunities. So we've got to push this album, or we've got to push singles out, but we are busy writing, and that's our mission, is to write stuff that we're passionate about. The album and the releasing will come from there.
I think that the new album, I think we're also battling with a concept. Right now, we're still coming up with, we're still trying to find the concept that we want to move forward to. If you have paid attention to the last two albums, if you listen to Verstaan, it's a little bit more, more like metal sort of orientation.
Technical.
A little bit more technical stuff that you were trying to just trying to pull it off, and it's beautiful, like some cool ideas. And then when we came to Reverie, I think we still wanted to pull off and try to do the things that we just couldn't play, but, and putting it together, but we wanted to make sure that we connected with the audience. We wanted to make sure that, people felt something at the same time as doing something big and a three-piece band, make sure that like any person who could walk into that room connected with us. And I think the biggest thing for us now is we found that with Reverie. But with this new album, with the new concept, we want to make sure that we achieve the same thing that we did with Reverie and Verstaan, and then still go one step further. So I must say, kind of being a little hard on ourselves. We've written stuff, and it's the concept's there and everything's going, but there's a lot of I'm not happy with that. That doesn't feel like what we want. That's not what we were trying to achieve out of this. So I think it's still a lot of how should we say?
Work.
Yeah.
Lots of work.
Lots of grafting.
Yeah, one of those things, but I think that it's to try balance the pressure you feel from outside,
yes,
and then the pressure you feel from inside. Because I feel with that album Reverie, it was the most magical thing that I could even imagine making. I listened to that, I cried. I was like, okay, well, is this us? Not because it's technical, not because it's wild. It's just because it was pretty. It was so damn pretty.
And first time you're going to be on an album then with the guys.
Yes, that's what I'm pushing.
Yes, that's what
This boy is a beast.
Yeah, he's a
He's a beast. Bum, beast.
Okay, so you're busy saving up for an overseas tour. Where are you going? What are you thinking? Tell us about that.
There's a big argument on this one.
We're going to Brakpan.
It's a different country. It's a country over time. I hit a few festivals in Europe. That's definitely the goal. I think European tours are going to definitely be the winner. I believe personally that we should hit up the States just for a shorter tour.
I'm on Germany, he's on the States, and Clint's in our backpack. But the thing is, this all leads to the point where we've got brothers in this music scene that are playing similar music like Oh God, and those guys have managed to achieve things in the past 2 years that I think we look up to. And as two bands, Savage Lucy and Oh God, we've always kind of shone upon each other to influence and push and get driven. And they've achieved some great things. And my question is, how do we go about doing the same thing? I think that's what we're so hungry for. We're hungry to be given the chance to excel. We're hungry to have a couple thousand people where we can actually see what we can achieve.
I guess there is a difference between making the art and then the business side. So it's a completely different animal.
And it is, and I think we all do. Steve tries, he's very good with the admin. I try, I'm very bad with the admin. Clint tries. But But yeah, it's just a challenge, and we're up for the challenge. It's not like we're sitting here being a bunch of morbid creatures. Like, we're up for the challenge. We just gotta, take advice from our friends that are doing well, take advice from our minds that may not be happy at certain times, and work out what that happiness is. And I know the feeling that we all get when we're on a stage and we're playing that it's magic. For us, it's magic, and it's salsa. It's salsa. It's like salsa, except like less clothes. And like with that, we know that we're happy with it. So how do we get everyone else to join in on it? And how do we make a genre that's a bit, challenging and a bit arty to be the place for fun and expression and people go and enjoy themselves? I think that's the thing the metal scene struggles with is, if you look at the music scene now, lighties at like 16, 17, the majority like electronic music because they don't want to think too much. And I guess I can understand that, but I don't like it. I want people to think. We want people to think.
Alright, so what can fans expect from your sets on the day?
I think,
Topless men.
Yeah, topless men, we're generally topless. I don't know why. We overheat a bit, and clothes are just really uncomfortable things. I don't know why we have to wear them. You're going to expect a banging, expressive set from us. That's what we do. We try make
Tons
sure...
of vibration.
Tons of vibration, lots of sweat, no one telling you what to think.
To get you to feel something. That's what we want. If you feel something, anything, and it's brought out that deep, dark emotion, happy emotion, extreme happiness. I don't know if you're feeling extremely depressed because you had some, your boss shouted at you all week, or you were extremely happy because you got a freaking job promotion, or your girlfriend just dumped you, or you just got like engaged or something beautiful, and it's that emotion that's sitting deep down in your chest that when you wake up in the morning, you're like, all right, that is, we want you to feel forced. Forced to feel that feeling, that emotion. And that's the goal of our music. So I guess when we play live, that's the one thing I want, and I know these guys want as well, is we want you to feel that feeling.
Okay, that's brought a tear to my eye, because if you see my video about why you need to be supporting this cause, it's kind of along those same lines of the power of music. Okay, so watch my video. It's less crazy than the one with these guys. So can you give a shout out to our followers as to why they should be attending this gig on the 16th of June?
Well, guys, there's a company called Recording Studios that's actually taken time out to not only help musicians get a spotlight to play, but to use that to support people that honestly have so many more challenges than any of us do. And that's a hell of an important thing. And I think the fact that musicians get together to try to support kids that are deaf, it's a very awesome, magical thing. And I think it's something that anyone would be nuts to not support. We're Savage Lucy. We hope to see you at our event in June on Youth Day. And come with us and come experience what it's like to just get off the couch. We've got bloopers. We're like king of the bloopers.
And us being slightly abrasive.
Yeah, we're not really too abrasive. You could compare us to Sandpaper.
To me.
Yeah,
he never remembers who I am, so I can see
but he never remembers who I am either. I rock up to band practice and he's like, yo, dude,
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
What are you here for?
What's that wooden thing with strings on it, bro?